Yeah, motherfuckers. Everybody hear me all right? Can anybody hear me at all? That's the real question. Don't call me a goddamn idiot, you fucking pieces of shit. Such degenerates. Such degenerate behavior. Ugh. Jeez, how much of a delay is there? Oh, there I finally am. Yeah, they can hear me. Now I'll never look for your input again. Enjoy the fucking show, I guess. Hopefully it's not interrupted by any circumstance. So welcome to the very first fucking live edition of Abandon Hope, the most successful and popular YouTube show of all time. Thanks mostly to my insane levels of tired, stoned, sleep-deprived charisma. You feel it, don't you? You feel it. It's gonna jump out at you and fucking grab you or some shit. I know how you think, little weasels. Let's get to the bullshit, shall we? Let's get to the meat. Boom. That's not happening yet. So, yeah. Want to start off because I want to convince you fuckers that I'm like this magnanimous, charitable piece of shit. I want to start off by shouting out a smaller channel. I want to shout out motherfucking Chris Raygun, motherfuckers. Chris motherfucking Raygun, y'all. I don't think he'd mind me playing a little bit of his fucking video here. Fucking musical parody shit, dude.
I know that you got opinions, but won't you consider this? Your skin tone oppresses millions, so just quiet down a bit. Come join me in gender studies, come get a useless degree. And when you make garbage money, take no responsibility. Come be PC.
Yeah, he does that kind of shit. He also does rants and shit. They're pretty good. You should check it out. You should also check out his guest appearance on the Drunken Peasants podcast, a show vastly inferior to Abandon Hope, because on that show, there's all these people trying to interrupt me, acting like their fucking opinions matter, when of course we all know that only my opinion matters. You know? Like the vast majority of people say the fedora is fucking played out. I say it's the greatest hat of all time. Hashtag bring the fedora back. And I don't want any of you assholes be like, that's a trilby. There ain't no such thing as a fucking trilby. This shit's a fucking fedora. And you know it. Also cool wearing sunglasses indoors. Yeah. We're gonna watch Chris Raygun's subscriber count go up as he gets the fucking TJ bump. Look at that shit. Subscribe to that piece of shit, you fucking degenerate scumfucks. Take a moment. Go to Chris Raygun. Subscribe to him. He deserves it. He's a good man. He's a strong man. He's a sexually attractive man. You know you want that shit. Watch him tear the SJWs apart like only Chris Raygun can, motherfuckers. Well, actually, a lot of us can. But he does it in a particularly cool way. So anyway, enough sucking fucking Chris Raygun's useless faggot, never be good as me dick. It's time to talk about this shit. Star Trek actor Anton Yelchin dies in freak car accident. Yeah, little fucking Chekhov there. Fucking looks like a slightly bulkier version of fucking Michael Cera. Slightly or bulkier. Slightly, very slightly. But I guess I shouldn't talk about his appearance at all because he's dead. He died at the age of 27. The fucking accident, bizarre. It fucking killed him. I'm sure a lot of you guys have read about this. It's pretty crazy. He was in his car, in his driveway. He put it in neutral and he got out. And his driveway was kind of like on a downward slope. I think he probably thought he put the car in park, but it was actually in neutral. He got out, I guess probably presumably to check his mail. The car rolled back, pinned him to his mailbox, and A friend who he was supposed to be visiting that night showed up and found him just dead, pinned to the mailbox. Crazy shit, like totally bizarre, unexpected accident, you know? Not even like your typical car accident. And it kind of sucks that he died in one of those ways that some people will be snarky and be like, well, he was a fucking idiot. Got out of his car and left it on neutral. He deserved what he got. I hate these people who think that if you make a mistake that anyone could make, but it happens to be fatal, then that means you deserve to die. Like, you know, the death, you should receive the death penalty for fucking not realizing you didn't park your car. You just put it in neutral, you know? But you always get those assholes. But it's crazy. I wonder if they'll recast Chekhov if they ever make any Star Trek movies after this Too Trek, Too Furious one they got going on now. But not a whole lot of meat on that bone. Just weird. Oh, here's some interesting kind of SJW type shit. Yo, magazines. This is from BuzzFeed, of course. Put down the Photoshop. You're setting wildly unrealistic armpit standards. Wow. I am, once again, I just gotta fucking thank my lucky stars that I'm not a woman. Because then I'd have to deal with these fucking wildly unrealistic armpit standards. So here's the article. In case you missed it, Priyanka Chopra is on the June-July cover of Maxim India, and she looks like a fucking smoke storm. Is that a compliment? This is the offending armpits right here. What the fuck? No one has armpits that perfect. So here's her real armpits. You know, you see they're not as smooth as these. So chill, Maxim India, chill, Photoshoppers, chill, PC fan teen girls, yours and Priyanka's armpits are all flawless, crinkles and all. Okay. I don't understand the vanity of people who are literally sitting around obsessed with their fucking armpits. Like, the only one holding your armpit to these standards is you. Most people don't give a flying fuck about your armpits one way or the other, and even if they do, who cares? Who gives a shit? People are always going to have opinions about you. Some people might think you're cool. Some people might think you're a fucking asshole. Some people might think you look good. Some people will think you look bad. There's always going to be a wide variety of opinions on you, okay? And to sit there and obsess narcissistically about your armpits because Maxim India dared to fucking Photoshop someone's body smoother than it could actually be. Like, who the fuck? I mean, like, don't you think that the standards of men are probably determined by the armpits they've seen in their life? If you're like a guy paying attention to armpits for some stupid fucking reason, I'd imagine your armpit standard would be cultivated by the girls you actually see around you. You know, not the cover of fucking Maxim. Like, who's gonna fucking see a girl lift her arms and see like a little crinkle there, like exists on every person, and say, "Whoa, bitch! Did you see the latest cover of Maxim? Those are not passable fucking armpits anymore, okay? Take that shit back to the Stone Age, bitch. I got standards. I got armpit standards." Who gives a shit? Who conceivably could fucking care? Not I, and certainly no one else should. No one else should give a shit. But BuzzFeed does give a shit. BuzzFeed thinks this is important shit, and it has nearly 1 million views. Nearly 1 million people are like, yeah, I want to know more. I want to know about how fucking Maxim is destroying my psyche by portraying overly perfect armpits. Oh, sure, why not? Ohio gun shop owner killed during concealed carry class. Smug liberal moment. Always love when this happens. Love that Chris Kyle, everybody's favorite American hero, what killed all them ragheads. I love that he got shot at a fucking gun range when the fucking prevailing thing that all you gun nuts parrot all the time is, if only other people had guns, then they could have stopped the shooting. Yeah, well, in a fucking place where everyone has a gun, someone shot the greatest fucking sniper of all time. And no one fucking stopped him from doing it. And then I love that one where there's that cop, he's given that class on gun safety, and then the weapon accidentally discharges in the fucking classroom. That was brilliant. And now this. Owner of an Ohio gun shop was shot and killed when a student in a concealed carry permit class accidentally discharged a weapon. The Cincinnati Enquirer reports James Baker was shot in the neck around 1 p.m. Saturday and died at his KJ gun shop in Amelia, the paper reported. Well, you know, those who live by the gun die by the gun, I guess. Real sad. Sad day for America. But here's an interesting story. The Senate just passed a bill that would require women to register for a military draft. Passed by a pretty nice, significant margin, too. And my favorite reaction to this, and I don't know if this is a legit tweet or not, but, yeah, I gotta move it out here a little. Shit. Don't do that, you fucker. The Senate approved a bill to require women to register for the draft. 1, the draft should be outlawed. Whatever, that's a reasonable position. But I love this second part. I don't want equal rights like this. Yeah, okay. You just want equal rights with men, not equal responsibilities with men. That makes sense. I love how the second that this whole equality thing becomes like a downer, the second that there's actually some sort of negative drawback kind of thing, they're like, whoa, too much equality for me, thank you. Now, obviously, that's one person's reaction, and I don't know that that tweet is legitimate. I didn't see the account associated with it. It's just something I saw floating around. With all that in mind, I'm sure there are plenty of feminists out there using that line of reasoning, saying that they think it's unfair. They probably just want to create another double standard like they do for everything else. They want to say, well, we shouldn't have to register for the draft because we're an oppressed group and these people have privilege, and therefore the people who have privilege should be punished disproportionately by society in order to create fairness by holding them back a little, and only they have to go off against their will to other countries and fight people and kill people and risk death themselves. Only that responsibility should only be borne by men, of course. I'm all for it. This is just kind of a sad story here. Officer resigns after canine dies in patrol car. This cop was like a canine unit motherfucker, and that was his dog. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Malinois? I think it's pronounced Malinois. I'm not sure. It might be Malinois, or it might be something totally different. But anyway, that's the fucking dog right there. Cute dog. He left the dog in the car. He claimed he forgot the dog was in there. Left it in at 4:15 p.m. Didn't realize until 7 p.m. that the dog was in there. By the time he went and checked on her, she was dead. Dog died of heat stroke, of course. So this guy sucks, basically. He has resigned, thankfully. I'm glad that he's not going to be responsible for animals anymore, but he's a piece of shit. And, yeah, R.I.P. Malinois or Malinois or whatever the fuck your name was. I like this story, too. May breaks heat record for 13th consecutive month. Last month was the hottest May on record and marked the 13th consecutive month to break global temperature records, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, which, you know, let's face it, people, it's all the Illuminati. It's all just a lie. They just want to control you. They just want to hang the threat of global warming over you so that they can control you. They're just trying to pump you full of fear. When the real threat is that there's a giant shadowy conspiracy that's fucking spraying us with chemtrail shit that makes the frickin' frogs gay and all that. That's not fear-mongering. That's not nonsense. This is nonsense. That which is actually studied by legitimate scientists, that's where the horse shit comes in. My crackpot theory about EMP bombs in the atmosphere, that's where the legit knowledge lies. But yeah, I mean, I still love these people denying climate change. I still love these people who just act like it's not a big deal. I still love these people who just refuse to recognize the severity of the issue. We're continuously breaking temperature records. Some of the hottest years on record have been in recent years, and now 13 consecutive months of record fucking temperatures. California, today it was 120 fucking degrees. And it's also in the middle of a terrible, terrible fucking drought. And we're still acting like everything's fine, everything's cool. This isn't even a major political issue. It is. That's why I don't understand these imbeciles that laugh when Bernie Sanders says that this is the biggest issue facing national security. It is the biggest issue. It's the biggest issue on the planet right now. And I can't even get a motherfucker to watch a video about it. Every time I've ever even attempted to do a video on climate change, no one watches it. No one gives a shit. It's almost like, yeah, well, you know. Either people just have like this vague notion that it's bullshit, or that it's going to work itself out without us actually having to do anything, or that it's like future generations' problem or some shit. Sorry, but it's our problem and we should be concerned about it. I mean, I'm not super concerned because I don't have any fucking real stake in the future. I ain't having any kids, and I don't really invest myself too heavily in the fate of the human species because it just seems like a recipe for fucking disappointment. But I still just kind of find it funny that people just appraise this imminent fucking threat to themselves, and are just like, yeah, well, you know, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, you know. Jury's still out, we're not sure. It's probably not going to be that big of a deal, so what? It'll be a little warmer. Less winter to worry about. That's great. This is a fun story. It's a fun and horrible story. This is a show called Abandon Hope, so pretty much everything that you learn here will be horrible. Kenya upholds use of anal exam to determine sexual orientation. So basically what's happened here is that a Kenyan court has ruled that it's okay if you suspect someone of being gay, which I guess is a crime in Kenya, then it's okay to do the anal examination. So basically, they prod and poke your anus and fucking look in there and see if it looks like you've been getting fucked in your butt. Because I guess there's telltale signs, you know? When I first heard anal exam to determine sexual orientation, I kind of imagined them coming in there with a big dildo and ramming it up your asshole and see if any of your moans sound pleasurable, and if they do, they just execute you summarily on the spot, you know? But apparently, no, it's just an exam. They just forcibly look inside your ass to see if, you know, if it looks like you've been getting up to any butt stuff. Because we can't have that shit here in the great moral nation of Kenya, y'all. It's just not something that we're willing to put up with. It's rather disgusting. We'll read a little more about it. There was no violation of rights or the law. Mombasa High Court Judge Matthew Amukili, I'm terrible with foreign names. Emukuli, I don't know how, whatever, said on Thursday, I'm just going to call him, Matt, I'm going to do him the click language, like Matthew, there we go. I find no violation of human dignity, right to privacy, and freedom of the petitioners. Yeah, it's so basically forcing someone that you just suspect of being gay to submit to a deep, penetrating rectal examination is not a violation of human dignity. You know, you don't want my fingers in your asshole, but I'm just going to shove them in there anyway. Doesn't that kind of seem like a slight violation of human dignity? I mean, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I love how gay Kenyans have to wear masks when they do fucking pride rallies. Yeah, we're proud, but we don't want to show you our faces because we're afraid of being killed. What a great culture. How awesome it is. Here's another story about gay people being persecuted by draconian countries. Surprisingly, BuzzFeed covered this. I'm surprised because it actually kind of in some ways inflames the tensions between Muslims and gay people. Istanbul police blocked a trans pride march on Sunday with tear gas and rubber bullets after deploying a large contingent of officers to enforce a ban on LGBT pride events issued Friday by the city's governor. So basically, the long and short of this story is that a bunch of, well, not really a bunch, but the very few gay and trans people who are bold enough to be out in Istanbul, or at least out enough to show up to a protest. A few of them came and they did this little event and they read a statement and shit. There was a huge mob of counter protesters, basically declaring them, you know, sodomites and monsters and they're horrible and it's immoral and it's wrong and, you know. So the two groups clashed. Apparently the police, you know, attacked the gay and trans activists. I haven't heard of any fatalities or anything, but there were, as you can read right there, tear gas and rubber bullets. There's conflicting reports about whether or not any gay people were actually detained. Some people saying that some were, and then others saying that they didn't see anything like that. But the details are always kind of sketchy in these things, especially when you're reporting from a country like Turkey. But it's crazy. I think there might be a video here. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to play it, so I won't. But pretty crazy stuff. You have these two countries that are, you know, one is a Muslim nation. I don't really know what the predominant religion in Kenya is. But both of these countries being totally, brutally horrible to their gay people, to their trans people. And yet these are the kind of countries that, if you bring this up to liberals who are supposed to be friends to the LGBT community, then, you know, I guess their respect other cultures thing just trumps it. Like, well, you know, we don't like that they attack their gay people with rubber bullets. We don't like that they force gay people, or even just people suspected of being gay, to undergo rectal examinations to determine their sexuality. Yeah, we don't really like that stuff on its own, but in the context of someone else's culture, we have to respect their culture. Such a silly idea. You know, we should respect, if you're a liberal, I think you should defer to your own value system above protecting another person's culture. I think you should say, you have to say it's wrong to discriminate against people for being gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender. If that's your position, you can't then support a culture that feels the opposite. You know, you can't fucking simultaneously be my friend and then be friends with the people who want me dead. It doesn't really work that way. You know what I'm saying? If your best friend was also friends with your worst enemy, that'd be an awkward fucking situation to say the least. Don't you think? I think. Here's actually a very fun story. Man caught with bestiality images sorely tests sheriff's patience. Mike Findlater, or Findlater, I'm going to call him Findlater because that just sounds better. Looks like he has a huge fucking mole on his face there. Anyway, maybe that mole is responsible for his bestiality fetish. I don't know. So Mark Finlander from Forfar, what what is this last name? What is this town? Was banned from keeping animals for 3 years after police found his home computer stored pictures and videos depicting sex acts between adults and dogs, cows, pigs, and horses. So, if you found out this guy wants to fuck dogs and pigs and cows and horses, why did you only ban him from keeping animals for 3 years? Is that some sort of limitation? Like, shouldn't he just be banned for life? You know, maybe you just don't let this guy have animals. You know, I'm just saying, like, do you really think that he's going to be over it in 3 years? You think, like, he wants to fuck animals now, but in 3 years' time, he's going to have moved on, you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to continue wanting to fuck animals if he was that into it, like, where he's just, like, picture after picture of, like, yeah, fuck that horse, bitch. Fuck that pig. Make that pig squeal. Yeah, fuck that dumb cow right in the ass. Right in its prolapsed anus. Yeah, fuck that dumb fucking heifer. He's just going to turn it around. 3 years from now, totally normal guy. Totally normal. He's fine now. He has been warned he is sorely trying the sentencing sheriff's patience. Sentencing sheriff, huh? So, I didn't know sheriffs could pronounce sentences. I thought he could be a judge. I guess the sheriff's just like, no animals for 3 years. All right, come on. Come on, Mark. It's fair. 28-year-old was caught after staff at the animal center where he worked. He worked at an animal center. He worked at an animal center. Like, that's how into this he is, okay? He's taken steps to be around these animals. You know, it's not like they found like a couple of bestiality images on his computer and then, you know, he was a fucking accountant and they're like, whatever. You know, he fucking jerks off some kinky shit now and then, whatever. But no, this is a guy that has like tons of animal porn, keeps animals in his house, worked at a fucking animal center. Like, this guy, he's all about fucking animals, y'all. He's all about it. Maybe, you know, if you really are trying to stop that, maybe you need more severe than like, hey, knock it off. Knock it off. Now, I've said before that it's kind of weird to me, and I know I always get a lot of shit whenever I share this opinion, so whatever, preemptive, fuck you. If you live in a country where it's okay to raise up a cow and chop its head off, slit its throat, let it bleed out, chop its body up and eat it. If you live in a country where you can raise pigs and kill them, you can, I guess you can't do it to horses. You're not allowed to kill horses, so. But cows and pigs, if you're allowed to fucking raise them and kill them, I mean, maybe you can do it to horses. I just think people don't like that very much around here. Whatever. It's like our selective animal shit. You know, if you're allowed to kill them, seems to me like you should be okay to fuck them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have no urge to fuck a cow. I have no urge to fuck a pig. I look at cows and pigs and, you know, I'm really not attracted. This is weird. This thing I have is like, you know, I like the human form. Whatever. You know, this guy feels differently. He wants to fuck a pig. I mean, if I was the pig, I'm just saying, like, if I was the pig and someone's like, you're going to have this, like, little-dicked human poke you in the butthole fucking, you know, every other week or whatever, I'd be like, okay, what's my other option? Well, the other option is you could be kept in a fucking little shitty box somewhere and, you know, your legs will be fucking useless because you're just fed and fed and fed until you're so fat that we just slaughter you and sell your meat to the masses. You know, I think if I was that pig and I'm seriously faced with those two choices, you know, I'm probably going to I'll let Mark Findlater fuck me in the butt. You know, even if it's every other day, come on. But, you know, I'm a strange guy, but I'm just saying, I'd rather get fucked in the butt every now and then than murdered. Just saying, you know, I mean, am I unreasonable? If I'm unreasonable, don't just say, like, you're wrong for saying that. Tell me why. Give me your fucking reasoning why that position doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe you just feel the opposite. Maybe when you're faced with that decision, you're like, you know what? I'd rather take death than the indignity of being fucked by this weird, mole-faced weirdo. Maybe that's how you feel. But me personally, I'll take that guy's dick. Because I'm thinking there ain't much there, you know? Even if there is, you're a big fat fucking pig. Like, how much are you even really going to feel it? How much are you really going to feel it? Not much. You know, to you, it's just another day. You could probably sit there and fucking eat out of your trowel while he's doing it and not even notice him back there. So, whatever. This is, we're going to do some Donald Trump shit now. This is Donald Trump. U.S. must start thinking about racial profiling. So people always ask me if I think that any conspiracy theory is true. And I'm really not one for conspiracy theories. You know, I don't much get into that shit, but there's a conspiracy theory I heard months and months back that Donald Trump was a Hillary Clinton plant. Donald Trump was someone who was put there by the Clintons with the intention of throwing the fucking election. And I didn't believe it then, but reading this story today, I'm starting to think, like, maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. Now, I'm not here to get into the racial profiling debate, whatever, you know, I think it's wrong. I could see why some people would think that it's okay. But what I also know is that most Americans, they don't like this. They don't like this shit. They just don't like it. You know, they want the fucking president to be someone that sounds fucking reasonable. Someone who's willing to fucking make a compromise now and then. This fucking shit just, it like reeks of like weird shit. Especially for a guy who's being perpetually accused of fucking racism by the mainstream media. You think the last thing he'd want to touch is fucking racial profiling. I'm not really disappointed in Trump taking this position because I'm so offended that he supports racial profiling. Don't fucking take it that way. What I'm really upset about is that he would do something so dumb for his campaign. I mean, I have $500 riding on this motherfucker's campaign, and right now I feel like he's trying to throw this fucking thing. Take a dive in the first, Trump. Take a dive in the fucking first. What is this? No, don't fucking openly support racial profiling. Even if you do support racial profiling, lie. Lie to America about it. Do what Republicans have always done. Be like, I'm opposed to racial profiling, but then say something to the base that's like, I'm really not. Wink, wink. Oh, fucking Trump, man. Why are you doing this to me, Trump? Why are you fucking doing this to me? Here's Trump saying he can win without the support of GOP leaders. That may be true. I mean, it's possible. The media certainly gives Trump a lot of attention. He certainly gets a lot of exposure that way. But, unfortunately, it doesn't really seem like it's working out that way. This is a Washington Post story. The brutal numbers behind a very bad month for Donald Trump. Now, this is without a doubt a Trump hit piece and whatever. There's bias here, but I mean, the numbers be the numbers. Here's data from Real Clear Politics, which takes polling averages from all the polls that are going on. Here's a percent of support for the past 4 Republican nominees. You see that red line that's way below all the others? That's fucking Donald Trump. I mean, look, for a while there, he was, 200 days before the election, he's sitting there, he's like, yeah, he's riding around 40, it's not great, whatever. And he starts going up, and he starts going up, and then he gets to a point where he's comparable with other Republican leaders that were nominated around this time. And then just, it was for the briefest of moments, and now it's just, fucking nosedive. Nosedive. Look at this. No good. That's not the only metric. This is margin of lead or deficit in general election race. And you see, once again, he started low, he was going up, he was going up, he was going up, and now he's going down, he's going down, he's going down. Now, in all fairness, it does look like, I think this one here is McCain. Looks like McCain was not doing very well around this time either, but let's remember, McCain fucking lost. People on campaign payrolls by month. Look at the Sanders campaign and the Clinton campaign here. This is their number of employees. month by month. This is the power and size of their political organization. Look at how Trump is just dwarfed. Look how tiny and minuscule Trump's political organization is. It's crazy. Swing state ad spending in June of election year. Here's Obama versus Romney in 2012. The red is Romney, the blue is Obama. And you see that Obama pretty consistently outspent Romney. Not in every state, but in almost every state. Almost every swing state. Here's Clinton versus Trump, and it's, as you can see, it's no contest whatsoever. Clinton is spending money in these states, and Trump has yet to spend any money in these states. Trump has yet to start running ads against Hillary Clinton. Trump has yet to start his general election campaign. What is Trump doing? I mean, either this is more just brilliant political strategy that we're too dumb to see yet, or Trump is fucking flubbing this goddamn thing. Like, Trump against the Republicans, dominant. But now against Hillary Clinton, is he going to fold under pressure? Maybe he's just banking on, I'm going to win big the debates. She could say what she wants for now, but when it comes to the debates, that's when I'm going to hammer her ass. And I don't mean to give anyone the visual of Hillary Clinton getting her ass rammed at all, because that is a hideous and horrible sight. But you gotta give Hillary credit. She's fucking trying. She's trying to win. I don't see Trump trying to win. What is this? I mean, seriously, what the fuck is this? No fucking campaign spending in June? Hillary Clinton's sitting there spending millions of dollars, and you got no retaliation whatsoever? I mean, what the fuck? Aren't you supposed to be some kind of billionaire? All she spent, she's spending millions of dollars. You got millions of dollars. I thought you were some super rich guy and you were going to be able to easily fund your own campaign, and that was the whole reason you couldn't be bought off, is because you're so rich. Well, put some of your money on the motherfucking line then, bitch. You want to make America great again? It ain't fucking free. It ain't fucking cheap. I want to see a fucking fight here. I don't want to see Hillary Clinton just roll into the White House fucking unopposed while you sit there fiddling your fucking thumbs. Jesus, Trump, get your shit together. I want to see a fucking contest here. I mean, you and Hillary are both equally horrible, wretched people, neither of whom should be vested with this power whatsoever. You're both undeserving, unrepentant cunt bags. But I at least want to see you fight for it. I at least want to see you guys get down in the dirt and scratch each other's eyes out a little bit. And that's why I'm actually giving some credence, a small fraction of credence, to the idea that maybe Trump and Clinton are in cahoots. Because it just seems like he was running a much better campaign until the general began, and then he just, like, all of a sudden, he's the retard that everyone said he always was. I mean, he's been stupid like a fox for so many fucking months now. And now he's just stupid. What? Why is this happening? I want to see a fucking election battle. Like I said, maybe Trump is banking on winning big the debates, which he very well might do, because Hillary Clinton is, of course, absolutely impoverished when it comes to charisma. Yeah, so that's pretty much the state of the Trump candidacy at this point. Obviously, still very early, and maybe Trump will start fucking spending some money, start getting some fucking ads out there, start taking the fight to Hillary Clinton. But as of now, the only one doing anything is her. He's just kind of mulling around, being like, I'm Trump, I'm great, I'm going to make America great. Yeah, well, you got to do something first. Making America great starts with you fucking beating Hillary Clinton, which right now doesn't seem like you're really trying to do. Just saying. All right, so with all these negative stories about Trump, I thought I would actually cover a positive story about Trump. Unfortunately for him, it comes from the year 2000, so this is a Trump of 16 years ago. So who knows how this stands. But here's Trump in 2000, when the Clintons had just left office, and, you know, they hadn't really done anything to make things better for gay people in America. In fact, they signed DOMA. They signed Don't Ask, Don't Tell. They'd really kind of failed gay Americans. So here's an answer to. I'll just answer a couple of these questions here from Trump. This is an interview with the Advocate, a gay and lesbian publication. Why should gays and lesbians be interested in you as a presidential candidate? He says, I grew up in New York City, a town with different races, religions, and people. It breeds tolerance. You haven't really been crafting that narrative lately. In all truth, I don't care whether or not a person is gay. I judge people based on their capability, honesty, and merit. Being in the entertainment business, that is, owning casinos and several large beauty pageants, I've worked with many gay people. I have met some tough, talented, capable, terrific people. Their lifestyle is of no interest to me. And he goes on to say that he wants to amend the 1964 Civil Rights Act to include a ban of discrimination based on sexual orientation, which is a very progressive fucking position. So is this the same Trump that we see today? Arguably, it's not. But when Trump says to gay people that he's their friend, he's their ally, here's some evidence that he really was. Back before it was the ultra-popular thing to be. Back before America just embraced gay people into its arms and said, let bygones be bygones, gay America. We accept you. You can get married and everything. Back before any of that was happening, back when that was just starting, Trump was on the right side of the issue. You can't take that away from him. Gay people should not be so quick to reject Trump. He was more progressive than Hillary Clinton on gay marriage back in 2000. And for all we know, he still might be in his heart of hearts. But it's impossible to really know who Hillary Clinton is. It's also impossible to know who Donald Trump really is. Although I think a little bit more of the true Trump comes out than the true Hillary ever comes out. So, normally I cover a lot of anti-feminist stories, but The Amazing Atheist is going to go a little feminist on this one, at least if the details reported on this story are correct. Apparently the first female to win the Ohio Masonry competition. I didn't know that there were Masonry competitions for teens. I didn't know that there were Masonry competitions at all. I didn't know that anyone gave a fuck about being really good at Masonry. But apparently this Shania Clifford, who's a 17-year-old from Scioto County, became the first female to win a gold medal in the Skills USA Ohio Masonry competition. Basically, if you read the story, all the judges say that she was far and away the best. Her fucking structure was pretty much perfect. They ranked it like one of the highest. I don't know, however Masonry is ranked. They ranked it really highly. They said, this is fucking some terrific, grade A, top-notch fucking Masonry. You're clearly the winner. But for some reason, they decided not to send her to the national contest. Instead, they sent the guy who took third place. Sorry, but I mean, like, I believe that, you know, you send the person who's the most capable. I believe you send the person who's the most capable of doing the fucking job, regardless of what they are, whether they're fucking straight, gay, man, woman. I don't even give a shit if it's a fucking weird-ass otherkin sitting there with their dog tail hanging out. Like, if they're good at Masonry, if they're the best that you got, send them. Don't send the fucking third place person. That doesn't make any sense. Why not send this girl? She won the fucking contest. She wants to go to the national contest. Why not let her? What is the fucking deal here? Like, what is the reason for denying her? If there's nothing listed in the article. If this article is misleading and maybe there's some compelling reason why she can't, that they're just not reporting on, which is very possible. I take everything I read in the media with a grain of salt. But if the details that I'm being presented with are the pertinent details and the story is what it appears to be on the surface, then yeah, definitely on this girl's side. Shania Clifford should go to the fucking National Masonry competition. I mean, in all fairness to humanity, the National Masonry competition shouldn't exist because it's weird and stupid. But if there's going to be such a thing, then send the best. If she's the best, send her. Let her compete. That's what I say. It's a brave new fucking world. There's nothing here. This is just Salon. Man dies in cinema while watching The Conjuring 2 and body goes missing. Well, wait a minute. I had something else here too. Where'd my other thing go? Is it in the am I in the wrong fucking thing here? Nope. I guess I just lost it. Hold on a fucking second. Technical fucking difficulties. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Come on, motherfucker. All right. Yeah, we're gonna figure that out pretty soon. Okay. So yeah, I'm just setting something up for later that somehow got removed. Okay. So we'll cover this story first. Man dies in cinema while watching The Conjuring 2. And then the body goes missing. Why did this happen? Okay. So a 65-year-old man was watching the horror movie The Conjuring 2 at Sri Balasubramaniar Cinema in Tiruvannamalai, a town in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Fuck you, foreign languages. The cinema goer from Andhra Pradesh had complained of chest pains during the film's climax and fainted shortly after. Then he was rushed to a nearby old government hospital where doctors pronounced him dead. Unfortunately, then the cadaver and the person charged with transporting the cadaver both went missing. And the thing I love about this story is this part. While there are no doubt rational explanations for both of the men's deaths and disappearance of the body, the story has fueled a wave of supernatural panic on social media that has accompanied the film's release. A video purporting to show a woman who got possessed while watching The Conjuring 2 has been viewed close to 5 million times since being uploaded to Facebook last week, with many viral news sites in Southeast Asia reporting the possession as fact. However, the video in question is thought to have been filmed in 2013, long before the release of the film. Yeah, I just want to point out how retarded the human species is and how little faith you should have in anything. And how you should, in fact, abandon hope. That's why the fucking title exists. Because these are the stories that should make you lose your fucking faith in humanity. Some guy dies and then in some shithole bumfuck Indian backwater. And then the fucking incompetent retards who run the morgue lose his body. And then people think it has to be some supernatural shit. And meanwhile, 5 million people have watched some retarded video on Facebook claiming that it shows someone being possessed while watching The Conjuring 2, which, you know, for all we know, the studio uploaded that shit themselves. Like, yeah, The Conjuring 2. You can't handle the shit going down in The Conjuring 2, motherfucker. Now, I watched the first Conjuring, and I thought it was boring as fuck. I hope The Conjuring 2 is better, because I'll probably end up having to watch that. But now, we're going to do the most important part of the show. We're going to find out something about me. Something about who I really am deep down inside. We're going to find out which Nicholas Sparks movie am I. Finally. Fucking finally. Let's play. Pick a young adult author. Suzanne Collins, Kira Cass, John Green, J.K. Rowling. Well, since the only one I know is J.K. Rowling, I'm going to go with that. Boom. Pick a male actor. Zac Efron, Liam Hemsworth, Channing Tatum, Ryan Gosling. Well, I have to go with the beautiful Zac Efron, don't I? Pick an app. Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Well, I am on Twitter pretty much all day because I'm a pathetic loser. Pick a boy band. Well, I'm obviously going to go with the Jonas Brothers. Sorry, One Direction, but I'm just a Jonas Brothers kind of motherfucker. Pick a season. I pick winter, because I like the cold. Pick a city. Paris? No, Paris sucks. Los Angeles, London, New York. I'll go with L.A. Oh shit, it's calculating. Which Nicholas Sparks movie am I? I'm the lucky one. I'm the fucking lucky one, y'all. Damn right I am. I'm lucky to be the lucky one. What a beautiful fucking serendipitous day this is for me. I'm so happy. So happy to be the fucking lucky one. It's beautiful. Ah, Paris sucks, yo. So, that's pretty much everything I have. I wanted to go a little longer than this, but that's all the fuck I got. So, until next time, I'll see you motherfuckers. Oh, let's see how, I guess I gotta kill more time. It's too short. It's too fucking short. I need to fill at least 10 more minutes of shit. Let's look at Chris Raygun's fucking subscriber count. That looks like it went up a little. Fucking subscribe to that shit. Motherfucking Chris Raygun, bitch. 90,193 motherfucking subscribers. Get him to 100,000, y'all. Make his fucking day. Get him to 100,000 subscribers. I swear to fuck he deserves it. Go to his channel. Watch one of his videos. You will agree it's worth fucking subscribing to. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe to my fucking channel too. Did you know fucking 50% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribers? That's bullshit. If you watch my shit, you better subscribe. I need subscribers. I want to get that fucking YouTube plaque thingamajig. I want the fucking trophy, whatever it's called. I want to be, I want to get the fucking play button, whatever it is, the gold play button or whatever the fuck I get. Maybe it's silver. I don't remember what the fuck the medal is for 1,000,000, but that's what I want. That's what I fucking want so bad. How's this sellout shit? I'm fucking advertising Chris Raygun for free. He never fucking put me up to this. He doesn't even know I'm fucking doing this. You know? He's a casual acquaintance of mine, but I happen to like his videos, and I think I need to start using my fucking clout to get people subscribed to lesser-known channels that are just as good as mine. Well, not just as good, but almost as good. I mean, as close as humanly possible to being as good as me, which is a tall order. Pretty much no one can live up to it, honestly. But that's what we gotta do. Alright. So, I fucking literally have nothing else to say. I covered every story I wanted to cover. I guess I should have had more stories. This is the first time I've ever done this live. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you thought it sucked, let me know that you thought it sucked. But if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please share this shit with your friends, your family. Torture them with it. Tell them they need to fucking watch this shit and realize my greatness. And if they don't, then they just need to basically jump off a bridge and die. That's pretty much it. Don't say bye, go away, you fucking cretinous fuck. You could leave at any time. You're waiting for me. You're hanging on my every word with bated breath. That's the only reason you're still here, bitch. Alright, I'm leaving. See you motherfuckers later. Have a good evening. Shit. Turn this shit off.